Richard Feynman said, "Never confuse education with intelligence. You can have aft and still be an idiot." What are some real-life examples of this? A physics professor got catfished by someone claiming to be a supermodel who asked him to bring her suitcase from Brussels to Milan. Of course, the suitcase had drugs. An idiot would have seen through that in 2 seconds, but a super smart guy convinced himself it was real. I had a boss who was an engineer who put a couple $100 in change in a bank's pneumatic drive-through tube where it got stuck, and they had to use a jackhammer to get it out. He was upset that the bank was charging him for this because he didn't know this would happen. They had large signs saying not to put change in the tubes, including on the tubes themselves. My first call at my first job was in a medical laboratory. There was a doctor who had been in the job for years, and she called saying her computer would not power on. I walked her through some troubleshooting and nothing worked. Is the computer plugged in? Ok. Is the monitor on? Ok. When did the problem start? Type of questions were asked, and she answered them all. I go up to her office, and indeed the computer is plugged into a power strip which is plugged into itself. Cleaning crew had deep cleaned her office and never plugged anything back in. Doctor plugged the power strip into itself, thinking that as long as it was plugged in, that's all she needed. I have aft, and I work with a bunch of us. Basically, a lot of them think that because they succeeded in one area, they are an expert in every other area of life. And they always have strong opinions about everything. I think it's also called aft syndrome.